Hi guys. Sorry I was a little late on this trade recording. We're gonna start off here by going into my daily bias as I always do, and then I'm gonna break down why I entered the trade, why I was willing to risk. Because before every single trade, you need to be willing to put the money on the line. If you're not like this trade seems, the trade should seem so obvious to you, and it should be like, man, I feel stupid for not taking that trade. You feel me? Okay, so let's get into it. Let me make this smaller. Move myself to the bottom right. Here's the P&L on the day across all my accounts. On top of this, I also have my top step accounts. And then check this out, guys. With Tradeify, or with TradeZella, actually, I meant to say, this is my live account, guys. Look at the stats on this baby right now. We started it last Thursday. I mean, for a $3,000 live account, I think I can clear like 5K a month. So been doing really well. So I basically doubled it. So here in a little bit, I'll probably start upping the risk on it. But for now, I'm really just trying to build this to like 100,000. So then I can start risking more. But let's get into market open. First thing I do, as soon as I open the charts, before I open the charts, I check the news. All right. So we had Jolt's job opening at 10. To me, really not much. I mean, it's not going to affect the market that much, in my opinion. As you can see, you don't even know where 10 a.m. is. Did not do much. So let me remove these drawings, and let's just get into what I was seeing. So first thing I do is mark out 9:30, bang, and then I mark out 9:50 because that's so at 10 o'clock, the 4 hour, the 1 hour all close and a new candle is made. So that's like the macro time frame. So I like being in before then because that's normally the expansion to the liquidity. All right, 9:30. And 10 o'clock, everything looked good. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay. So now let's go to the higher time frame. So I started at the 4 hour today. And as you can see, yesterday we came down, swept these lows, inverse this on the 4 hour, right? Had the retrace, and we were starting the expansion. Okay. So we already swept lows, inverse, and had retrace on 4 hour. So I'm looking at the 1 hour. And this was like the 4 hour retrace area, this area here, right? So we have these lows. It's a possible play. It's a possible resweep before we go higher. But realistically, we already did all the retracing we needed. The 4 hour came down, swept liquidity, broke structure back to the upside with inversing the fair value gap, and gave us a retrace. It's time to expand, right? And my main target was, let me go to the 15-minute here, was this high that we failed to take out the other day, okay? On both indices here, that was my target. Okay, I had targets higher. Like I had marked out this 1 hour high and this 1 hour high, but as you can see, we never reached it. On ES, we ended up reaching this one, but failing to reach that one. So I went on the 5-minute, and this is what I was seeing. So at market open, on the 5-minute, ES fails to sweep out these highs. NQ sweeps out these highs. And then we get a retrace. We get a perfect retrace into equilibrium. And retrace here. No, we don't get a retrace on ES. So we get a retrace into equilibrium. Go to the 1 minute. I don't like taking entries. If y'all took this short right here off market open, off that inverse, I'm sorry. That to me is pattern trading. I mean, you had the little SMT, which is nice, but like, come on, y'all. Like the draw for ES is extremely close. I don't think we're going lower. Like the draw was just obviously higher, right? And also, if you go to the 15-minute, you got these highs right here. And then you have this huge candle down. So like another things that I wanted, obviously, you know, like for the least we could do was we're going to fill this before going lower. So go to the 5-minute here. I'm a little all over the place right now. Okay. So wasn't going to enter there. And like as we were pushing higher here, what I really wanted to see was I had equilibrium marked out like right here. But what I really wanted to see was these lows get swept and then we push higher. So this trade confluence wise isn't the greatest, but it's more of like intuition and market knowledge that kind of went into this trade. So like I was really wanting longs. All market open, it's struggling to go lower. It's not, it didn't even sweep all these lows. Like it's not going lower. We've already done everything we needed to on the 4 hour to go higher. We had the sweep of liquidity, expansion. We had the retrace. Like it's time to expand another 4 hour candle. So I was like, okay, we break structure to the 1 minute to the downside. It's happened to equilibrium again. I wanted us to sweep these lows. And this was also like, I mean, shoot, on ES, you might have thought we were going lower again, but draws higher. And we get this huge green candle instantly out of it. I enter. That's what I entered off of. It didn't break structure yet, and it didn't inverse anything. But just the fact that it instantly displaced, like if I pull out the fib, we probably broke the 79. Yeah, we closed above the 79, so like you can infer that it's going to break structure. But we tapped into equilibrium, tapped into OTE of the 5 minute, and then we, get displacements. Strong displacements is the key. Strong displacements out of it. Like that is a dang 40-point candle after retracing into we're going higher. We're going to go higher. So, we go up, we rip through the 15 minute, like no problem. And at that point, I was like, take profits 100% getting hit. And I held it here and closed profits. That is the trade I took today. Everything that went into it. I only purely trade NQ. It's just my favorite pair. I just seem to do better when I trade it. If y'all have any questions in the comments, you can ask them. I'll try to help y'all out. But this trade, basically, all it was, I had draws higher draws. So, I found my draw on liquidity. I had a 5 minute, bullish, going towards my draw, it's going up. And then I got the retrace. And then 1 minute confirmation. And that's all I needed to enter the trade. I had my draw that I wanted. I got the 5 minute was moving in that direction. We got the retrace and the 1 minute confirmation out of that 15%, 50% area. So hopefully this helps y'all understand how I trade. This isn't always the entry that I'm taking. Normally it's off IFVGs, but market just didn't give me that today. And I wanted these highs yesterday, but we never actually ended up taking them out. So I was like, okay, today's the day. We already pushed up. We are taking those out. And it worked out perfectly. All glory to God. He gives me the discipline and the wisdom to take these trades. I owe it all to him for disciplining me and building the endurance in my trading. And as you can see, guys, after we reswept, we get a resweep, SMT forms between these. If you were going to take shorts today, this would have been time to do, but I was already green on the day. I was watching this while I was making this recap. And you got the SMT. You got the 1 minute break, probably a 5 minute inverse. Yep, 5 minute break of structure right here if you wanted to enter off that. Stops. Ooh, that'd be big stops. 100-point stop, but I would target these lows here. For 200 points, almost that's guaranteed going to play out today. So if y'all took that trade, that's also goated. Some of y'all are probably going to be in trades right now, but this is the full recap for y'all. If y'all want, put any comments of anything you want me to go in more depth in. I'm going to try to start making more trading advice videos, especially on the weekends when I'm not trading. And then on Wednesdays, I want to open, and on weekends, I want to do more psychology trading videos and just mindset videos to help y'all lock y'all in and focus on the charts even more. Because guys, if you're not living disciplinedly, if you're not every single day striving to become better and holding yourself to a standard, then how are you going to hold yourself to a standard while you're trading? Okay? You need to be disciplined in everything you do in order to be disciplined on the markets. I know this sounds corny, but if you're trying to only be disciplined an hour and a half out of your day and the rest of the day you're just being lazy, eating unhealthily, not going to the gym, not bettering yourself, not giving your mental rest, not focusing on improving yourself, not, keeping your eyes on the Father, I just don't see how you would expect yourself to be disciplined, to have endurance, and to be true to your strategy and what you understand of the markets. I just don't see how you would, perform in the markets. And as I've gotten closer to God. And as I've built my discipline and my wisdom, my knowledge, and continue day in and day out for 3 years now, putting in the work, studying the markets, understanding how it moves, learning my strategy, understanding like where my strategy had fault. Like before I was entering sometimes and there wasn't like motion, dude. My entry needs to be like, oh my gosh, I have to take this entry, otherwise I feel dumb. And if I don't have that, I'm not taking a trade. And that's why yesterday I didn't take a trade, because all we did was just dump to all my draws. Like there was no retrace, no available entry for me personally. So hope this video helps y'all. Comment down below whatever you want to make videos, whatever you want me to make videos on. I'm here to help. I want to put out as much free content as possible, and I want to help y'all as much as possible. So y'all have a good day. Hopefully y'all won today. If not, study why, look over why. Do not overtrade. If you blew your accounts today and took 5 trades today because you thought we were going lower, I want you to really think about and look at market. Don't like, yeah, you're upset with yourself. Get off the charts for a little bit. Go on a walk, reset your mind, and now it's time to put the work back in. It's time to lock back in. It's time to get it. It's time to actually do something, okay? It's time to lock in. Okay? Y'all need to treat this like with everything you have. You have to actually want this. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. All right, guys, that's done for the ramble. Y'all have a good one. Peace.